Hey everyone, welcome back to our New Testament challenge. Today we're here in 1 Timothy chapter 4. And today I want us to look at verses 11 through 16. It says, "Command and teach these things. Don't let anyone despise your youth, but set an example for the believers in speech and conduct and love and faith and in purity until I come. Give your attention to public reading, exhortation, and teaching. Don't neglect the gift that is in you. It was given to you through prophecy with the laying on of hands by the council of elders. Practice these things. Be committed to them so that your progress may be evident to all. Pay close attention to your life and your teaching. Persevere in these things, for in doing this you will save both yourself and your hearers." So Timothy, the person that Paul is writing to, there's discretion on how old he actually was, but he was a young man. I mean, some people will say as young as like 16. Some will say in his early 20s. We don't know. Paul doesn't say. Scripture does not say Timothy was 25 years old. We don't know, so we can just infer from what we've read. But what we see here is Paul is giving him instructions on how to do ministry. And I love this excerpt here that we read because I think it's super important for you as students, as you're watching this and you're reading this, to understand Timothy had gifts. Timothy had the gift of ministry to go and to do, and he was doing great things. And we read here that he was given gifts and he should use them. And what a lot of people will say was, well, you're young, you just sit back and consume and consume and consume. No. You can be a leader in the church no matter how old you are. God has given each and every single one of us gifts to use. So if you know those gifts, then let's use them. Now, what I'm not saying is, if you're in 7th grade, you say, "Hey, David, I'm called to preach," and I'm not going to say, "Well, okay, here's a Wednesday night. Go preach on Wednesday night or go preach on Sunday morning." That's not what we're talking about here. But what I am saying is God has given each and every single one of you gifts, and it doesn't matter if you're 12, you're 18, you're 45. Those gifts are there, and they're to be used for effective ministry. And we shouldn't let people look down on us because of whether it's age, whether it's what you look like, what you sound like. That people will come up with reasons to tell you, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. You should do that." But that's exactly what Satan would love for us to do, is not use our gifts for God's glory. So I challenge you today to not be, don't let your youth stifle you. Go and do what God has called you to do. Hope you have a great rest of your day.